I'm waiting for it to go online. 1 second. Which is showing it. I need the dashboard. There we go. I feel like today we can definitely make some progress. Let's practice this section because I know it was when I struggled with yesterday. That's not gonna change, I don't think. That's unfortunate. I do want to get this cut down today, so. One sec. I feel like I could run a prediction. I know no one really has channel points, but I think it's alright. No, a poll's better. /poll. And will I do run from 94? Yes. This is just a poll, it's not gonna really do anything. There we go. Just to make it feel more interactive. Why is it so like hard for me to do this? I don't understand. Can you tell I practiced this for like 10 minutes off stream? Because after that I was just tired. That red orb might be harder than that spider trick I kept up. The whole goal of this stream, I feel like, is get more consistent at the end. Because last thing I want is to, like, play this level for, like, 50 minutes and not do it. That's the spider click. Yeah. The nice thing about this, I've said it once and I won't say it again, I am enjoying this level. Unlike other extreme demons in and around the same place now. Again, what am I doing? That's what I don't understand. What am I trying to do? I don't know why I'm so nervous in this section. I have beaten it before, that's why nerves should be a bit lower. Explain that. Alright, maybe this is a lot more comfortable than I thought until my wrist begins to hurt. That will determine if I can do it today, is how my wrist is. Clipped too early. You can kind of tell by when the order gets big, like, it kind of tells you how you clip. For some reason I love clicking early there. I feel like this stream might be mostly practicing this section because the rest of the level is doable. Maybe except for the beginning, which is easy, but I just get so bored that I die on that. Almost. We're getting closer to the one. Forget you can't buffer after a spider wood. Blackwood you can, but not spider. I think I clicked, but I could be wrong. here is higher. Why am I clicking there? Like, this is the, what, 4th or 5th time I've done that? Why am I doing it there? Again, like, there are 3 choke points at least in this section. For me, I might be able... Okay. I'm not gonna take that route in the main, like, completion. Understand how you can be nervous within 1% of slowing. My hand is really starting to like hate me, I think. I swear, I don't want to click too early there, and it leads to me clicking too late. Even though I've never clicked too early there, in particular. Long interview. Some of these runs are like actually pathetic. Again, why? I'm not gonna wait for it to go all the way. For some reason, my brain, like, knows I click 4 times. And then miss the 5th. Because I'm like, I already did 4. The power of being incompetent, I guess. Now what am I doing? did it. Now the only goal is get it to 100 so I can write down the best run. I need to breathe, but I don't want to pause because I feel like that's cheating right now. That and it won't help me with nerves, so. I almost sold there, to be honest. Please. I don't want to die here at all. I feel so bad because some guy died to the last triple. Alright, this will determine... Ow. I just hurt my finger. Yay. This will determine if it's a 94 to 100 run right here. There we go. Should I make an exclamation mark runs command? Let's try and get more consistent with the part though. Just the part since I already have a 94 to 100 run. Because consistency is what's key, I feel like. Because I don't want to go too far back without, like, focusing on it. Wait, holy crap. Maybe X2? I feel like I can do this. Yeah, we're already back. Within literally 3 attempts. Bloodbath has me all ready for this straight fly. I haven't even beaten it, but the straight fly and Bloodbath was something I practiced. I don't know what to do. Okay, again, final triple decides if this becomes X2 or remains 1 run. Is this consistent enough to just say that that part's good, or should I beat it one more time? I just about sold. Literally 2 attempts. Chat. Am I just cooking today? Yay. Like, I don't understand. What am I doing? Should I do it one more time? Because the last thing I want is to die here. What? Where was all this yesterday? What am I doing? Literally first try now. I don't really care about the full run that much. Let's go back and start this. Like, if I can really do that consistent, I think I will. So let's add a tiny bit of that. And you can just hold it a little bit, get ready for the next section. Oh, be honest, do you think I can beat this level? Maybe not today, I might do a couple runs from 0, but don't expect anything great today. Like, literally, I do plan to do like 1 run from 0. Maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but again, don't expect progress from me too often. Dude, my arm actually hurts. Oh, come on. I remembered I could do the route, but it was too late. wanna do a run from here, at least. Like, I think I can. Because to be honest, this section isn't too bad, but it adds some nerves to do the last section, which I need to be able to due to the length of this level, I do need to work on this in order to beat it. No! Final orb click, I could have done a decent, and it was a very good run. Should I do this? Or should I move this to pause back again? Because I know I can do it. It's all in, like, me getting to that section and not stressing out. What is this? I am selling, honestly. There we are. Fun fact, did you know Eon doesn't have a single frame perfect? I'm low-key selling. I can't ever tell what I'm supposed to do to fix that. Is there a way to make that feel more consistent when I just low-key that? is a copyrighted section in this level. I still can't remember where. But I'm pretty sure it was in the run I did at the end of last stream. There we go. Can I do it to 100, you think? I just about screwed that up by buffering. When and if I beat Eon, what should I actually do next? Because I'm not going back to Bloodbath until I increase my skill, which is really, I don't think it would. So I want to beat other demons that aren't extremes after this one. Like literally I haven't gotten to beat like any of the levels I've wanted to before in extreme, like Nintendo or Jawbreaker. I need to log in. How long is this run alone? Alright. There is one triple spike left. I better not die here from 93. There we go. You know what that means? I think it's fair to get rid of the X2. That was just because I thought it was neat at the moment. 2,000 jumps for that run is crazy. Alright, should I play from the next start position? Because now the whole goal is add nerves to get me used to that and still not fumble at the end. It's not practice the cube section yet, because I feel like that's much easier than the other section, you know? You can ask any Eon Victor, I guarantee you they will say either this level is super long, or that the end is much harder than the rest. Because that's all I really hear from like people who have beaten this level. y'all think I should... This is basically 92. I'm not even gonna say 91. Is day 2 I'm already at 93%, but if you think about it, I had basically the same progress with Bloodbath. You also have to remember the ending like last 10% is much harder. Because the first run I did from something that wasn't there, I immediately got there. I still want to practice every section. What I'm actually gonna do probably is on stream. What day is today? If tomorrow isn't Friday, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm just so against streaming on Friday because my mother was from home on Friday, and I don't really want to make it noise. Oh. Fun fact. I already forgot it. Do you think Razer would care if I, like, basically have a sponsorship segment, but they don't pay me? Surely they wouldn't, because I enjoy this keyboard, but I'm not going to do that for legal stuff. Okay. Maybe I do need to practice this section. It's not even that I was, like, procrastinating doing it. It's literally because I thought this section was like, you didn't have to practice it because it's much easier than the others. I already did something stupid and just about used up this stuff. Be honest, should I start decorating layouts I make? Because a lot of my layouts are just like stupid little like inside jokes. But I try and make gameplay decent no matter what. skipping that word is something I would have never expected to work, but my question is it better to have a lower latency keyboard? I was gonna say I barely noticed the difference, and then I'm like, dude, I love how Eon is both going to be like me torturing myself, but I still love Eon. Like, it just has such a charm. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, literally after this level, I'm taking a break from like Extreme Humans. Because at the moment, it's the only one I've played and know I enjoy. That end, I know I'm already like almost done with the hardest parts. I thought that with Bloodbath, and then found out the beginning is way harder than the beginning. Did I do it right? No, that's not savable. I had to think for a second. I'm like, maybe, just maybe I can save this one. After this, I think we might be good. That's like a trend in what I do. I click way too early. Let's be honest. Yes, I did get fairly consistent at the part I was struggling with a lot earlier. But at what cost? point where my hand is like almost numb to a point where I barely feel it. But I do want to get a 92 to 100, no, because if you look at it, it's like 99.999 that this position starts, so it's basically 92. One sec. I still haven't told anyone except for like the 1 to 2 people who've seen last stream that I dropped Bloodbath. I did start a VODs channel, by the way. Since Twitch limits me to 60 days with a VOD being uploaded, I started a VODs channel. It leads to 78 followers on YouTube. And it should just be the third Twitch profile picture, but in like HD. I had to upscale it using AI. If I don't set, then we might have our best friend of today. I do think I screwed up the alignment. What am I doing? Chat. What was this? I guarantee you no one's ever died like that. That's so goofy. Alright, now my, like, entire, like, my head just stopped working. I think I, like, did something. Watch, I'm probably gonna die there from 0. Or some other place that, like, no one's ever gone to. Alright, this time I'm not gonna jump like a moron. Like, who does that? Dang it. Oh god, I'm stupid. I forgot it takes like 10 minutes to do anything. Technical issues. Look, if I die in, like, the section I've been struggling with for a while, I'm not gonna be too mad. But if I die because I jumped into a wall, that's different, I think. I thought I just saw it, but nope. I have no words. If I wanted, I could theoretically, not even theoretical, you can just do it. You can skip that first blue orb by just doing a jump instead. Thing is, it doesn't, like, make it easier or harder, I feel like. And there isn't a big reason to do it. The beginning, though, I have a couple of things I do just so I don't have to, like, die there a ton. What even is the hitbox? I hate when it, like, hides the hitbox and I still die there. Because every other hitbox shows except for the thing I died to. I feel like there could be a top one that's like Eon length. You know? Okay, I thought I was in normal gravity. Kinda upside down. But I guess I clicked a green one. So. Again, the whole goal, I feel like, for this stream can just be, like, here or 90 to the end, you know? And then next stream, which is either gonna be Monday or Tuesday, the goal can be the true ending of Eon, so 90 to Am I clip filming? What does that really mean? Is that like... I've died here twice. I don't know if it was in this specific run though. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, where you can just, like, skip and forward if you want. You can jump into the yellow portal. See? Not very easily... it kind of is. But at the same time, if you don't do it, it's just clicking forward before then. Quick timing. Okay, this is our chance. My hand actually hurts so bad. Doesn't really impact this part of the run since there isn't too much spamming anymore. So, I say that counts. Not for like a run being written down, but enough for us to go for true ending. Let's actually do the full true ending, not like half of it. Remember, we did some of this practice yesterday, so we should be good. That was probably my worst spam I've ever done. That isn't even, like, funny, that's pathetic. Do y'all believe I can do true ending today, or not? Because I think I'm gonna have to end the stream sometime soon. Why not do a second solo so it's only been like 5 minutes? I'm starting to question if I actually can do true ending today. But if I don't do it today, I'm gonna have to wait till at least Monday. That's why I wanna go for it today. But my hand hurts so bad. How about we do runs from 0, and then next day we do true ending. Thank you, Captain Rubix, for making this, by the way. The step pod. Here, let's do this so that like it's clear when progress is made. And 240 FPS. There we go. Dude, the beginning of Eon is low-key, like, just a test of your patience. Until, like, 5%, and then it's, like, degraded. And then, like, the beginning, I do have something I do to save my fingers. It's a bit later on, but it's still beginning, I'd say. Then you can just simply click this or then do something else. And that's literally all I do to skip words in this section because it makes it easier for me. Dude, I love Dion. You have no clue. Dude, never do this section in a start position version, because low-key all of them love to make this like 5 times speed or whatever. Time what 2x, yeah. Hey. Nice thing is, I'm already back to where I was. Yawn 9%. God. My arm still hurts like crazy. Like, seriously. I'd call that pretty successful, honestly. I don't want to stream too long every day, but I also do kind of want to do this. How about a coin flip decides? One sec. Let's add a display capture real quick. This. Boom. Alright, y'all see this? Coin flip. Should it not? Google. Oh, heads is continue. Alright. With that being said, display can be gone. So we will do this for a bit longer. Let's try and get 10% from 0. I think that's alright. Eon is like one of the longest levels I've ever played, but it has such like a personality to it, you know? Like something I don't think I see in many levels is what I see in Eon. Technically, there is a secret way if you do want to cheat Eon and beat it. But I don't, like, encourage it whatsoever. I feel like anyone can do the beginning of Eon. don't know why, I used to struggle with this section a lot. If you do plan on beating this, remember to jump at the green speed level. This might be the most sad, like, Eon stream I've done so far. Like, at least segment of this stream. Let's go back to the start position, at least. Should I do another run from here? Because again, my hand hurts, but I think I can do it. Alright, so I think that will be the warm-up run from this point on. There we go. I think once I get a decent run on from here, I'm gonna end stream. So be ready for. Why did I click as I was falling? And I didn't even pull either, so I couldn't have buffered. There we go. This is about as confusing as the 94 to me. And maybe 95. Whichever one I was struggling with, 90 is about as confusing to me. Let's try and get this button learned. I swear. No, wrong button. Oops. It's gonna lag for a little bit, I think. There we go. I pushed the wrong arrow key and it switched to start position. I think I'm gonna have to end stream. So. Again, I do want a good run to finish it though. Second time I've tried there, not too bad. I don't really have a lot of commentary anymore. It's just I have to be able to beat at least a small part of this section to prepare for whenever I plan to beat True Ending real quick. Okay. I almost sold. You have no clue, I sat up real quick. Okay, this is a good enough run that afterwards I'm good to end the stream, right? Why? Might as well die 90 to 95. I'll take it. Alright. I do hope y'all have a good rest of, whatever it is for whoever's watching. I'm gonna see you again either Monday or Tuesday, I have no clue. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.